we've got a cyclone today. It's gonna pass Mumbai, unfortunately. I was hoping it would hit here. It's changed from a very dangerous or something, it's very something, to extreme danger something or whatever. It's a little different than our system in the States and the Atlantic, or in the Pacific, where we have a different naming system. But it's not too dissimilar. So this is Colaba in Mumbai, not too far from the Gate of India. So waves are washing the garbage up here that are over here. You can see water's all churned up here. Not getting too wet. The water is not the cleanest here, that's for sure. No threat of anybody getting washed away, but this corner is a fun corner. And everybody's out here to see the cyclone, or not even, because it's going to pass up north, hit Ahmedabad. But yeah, it's kind of fun. Too bad the hurricane or the cyclone didn't hit here directly. I was really looking forward to that. I thought about chasing it up north, but it's not going to be big enough for that to be worth it. I've got other plans I got to do, but everybody's really excited. That's kind of cool. Winds have been pretty good too, but they've dropped down a bit. Not much rain.
How are you? I am fine. How are you? How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you? First wash of Mumbai seawater. It is not cold at all. Surfing conditions not good. Maybe, no, too smooth. There we go. Oh, that's a good surf break right there. Could ride that for a few feet, soak some of the kids. Lots of backwash. These are just straight vertical seawalls, so just hits up against them, washes back. Fun to watch, fun to play with. If they get a little bit bigger, they can be dangerous for some people, but mostly just elderly people and kids, it'll knock them over. And almost none of these are going to sweep anybody over the rail, basically. It's not going to happen. But if they get twice as big, that can happen. So there's a little bit of wind. Sort of making little mini rogue waves is how backwash works. Pop up for a short period of time and then they go back down. So kind of fun to watch. But being a surfer, I'm disappointed because you can't surf this really. The water is so dirty. I think my eyes are burning just from getting a little water in my eyes. Not from the salt, I'll put it that way. All right, so you guys saw what it looked like over on the other side of the peninsula. That's the of Colaba. That would be the east side of it. There's a large bay there. So the waves are not that big, but the next spot that we're gonna be going to is gonna be on the other side of the peninsula. And I expect that it'll be similar, maybe a little bit bigger. Where we first went at the Gate of India, it was essentially a little bit too far up the coastline to hit most of the wind fetch to get the biggest waves. I was hoping to get down to this place that has a garden that's right on the coast, very close to the tip, but I didn't make it there yet. So I had some other errands I had to run. So anyway, I'm coming down the main stretch here, and I'm probably gonna grab a taxi. All right, so we're on our way to the garden that I was mentioning before. I thought, you know, let's do it. It's getting a little bit dark, but that's okay. That's what I'm here for, some adventure, right? So here we go. In the taxi, we're on our way. Getting a little bit hungry, a little bit thirsty. And I don't think I've been this far south in Colaba before, so we'll see what it looks like. I'm expecting a lot of mud and stuff. There's some flood zones that are down there. There was one time I think I accidentally went too far in the south when I was looking for the Apple store because somebody put a pin, obviously as a practical joke, and we got down this really dark corridor and the taxi couldn't even go because there's so much mud and everything. It was a very local fish area because it was very close to the sea. It was like a flood zone, so we had to turn around and come back, and I'm like, yeah, the Apple store, the first Apple store in India is not here. So obviously we finally found it at GeoWorld. So all right, so now we're entering Colaba military station. There's some sort of dark area here. It's kind of cool with lots of tree cover. They're repairing a tower of some sort here. I think this military base area is really cool. Sorry it's so dark. I need the waterproofness of the GoPro here, so I can't put the studio lights on or anything. But this looks like a very clean area compared to the rest of Colaba. And it looks like they're doing a lot of work to gentrify it. The roads are pretty nice looking, really. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's so dark inside the car, but at least you should be able to see outside. I really love this tree-covered area. So this is the military base, I assume, for the British at one time. A naval base. So obviously the British are renowned quite a few years ago for their great naval military might. I don't know if all of this is originally British or just most of it, but there's clearly some very historic buildings back here, and it looks like for the most part the roads are open to the general public, so you can walk down the road, but a lot of the other areas are cordoned off or walled off, or as you can see they've got some electric fencing here, it looks like, too, which is kind of funny. Just this way, just straight. So yep, just got denied. They're open from 4 to 6 in this portion of the military base, so they said 4 to 6 tomorrow I can come. I probably will never see it, so that's okay. But this area is still really cool. This looks like very historic, like mostly all British and preserved because it was part of the military. So you can see they've got like statues of this is the Indian Navy apparently, but I'm sure they copied as much as they could from the British. All right, just got denied by some young kids in the Indian Navy. Apparently no foreigners are allowed into the naval areas, which is obviously not true because they said come back 4 to 6 p.m. tomorrow and I can go to some section of the Navy. And there's also a sign I saw that said US Club. I don't know, I'm from the US, maybe that's a club I can go to, I have no idea. But right now we're at the end of the island of Colaba. This is the very end of the road. It ends in the Naval Maritime Academy. And this looks like it's pretty old or just not maintained like most everything in Mumbai. There's the Roads Traffic Department sign falling over. Doesn't look like a whole lot of construction is going on or renovation, so it's sort of like an old military base. It's kind of cool actually. Old Indian military base. These are like really cheap style barracks. Not that there are any expensive barracks out there, but I guess there are some if you're an officer, which is what we passed before. Uh-oh, taxi accident. Ouch, somebody got hurt. So it looks like there's a little mini museum coming up here. Now obviously they've appropriated a lot of the buildings from the Navy, haven't maintained a lot of them, including their own. The Indians also haven't maintained a lot of their own buildings from less than 100 years ago, or I guess I should say 1947, when the British actually left. So they're really trying to put on the pride, I think, for India, saying, hey, our Navy is still pretty strong, and I think it is. They learned a lot from the Brits, and I think they're a big ally in the Chinese threat, actually. So they're holding their borders, they're fighting the Chinese when the Chinese are encroaching. That's something that hopefully America does as well. I'm not sure that we will with our current administration, but maybe. So again, more what looks to be military housing, which is a little bit nicer than a lot of the civilian housing that you see outside the military base. All right, so you can see on here, we're actually headed to the opposite portion of the coast here. It's still part of the peninsula, but it's not on the military base side of it. So we still should be able to see some good waves. It's as close as I'm going to be able to get to show you guys the waves that are probably not that big anymore because the cyclone is pretty far north, but it is pretty intense, and it does cause a little bit of wave action still down here, I think. So we'll see what it looks like. One really interesting thing that I noticed about the Navy base is how dark it is. I don't know if the power went out, because there are street lights here, but it's completely dark. Like, the only reason you can see my face is because the oncoming headlights from the traffic, basically, the cars and the motorbikes. So maybe they had a power outage. Like, I see a light over there, but everywhere else is like completely pitch black, at least in that section back there that we just passed. So maybe it's like that all the time, or maybe something went out. We're coming up to an area that has a little bit of power, and some of the buildings on our right have power, but all the buildings on the left do not. So maybe they have certain hours of the day or something like that, I'm not sure. Looks like we're coming up to another dead end here, maybe not. This is kind of cool, very narrow corridor. We're going to Gita, Nagar, which there's a point. So this is on the sort of northwest side of the very point of Colaba. It's gonna get real narrow, I think. Taxis are gonna have a hard time, but there's some cars down here. So we're gonna go to the very end of the road. So I'm guessing this is like sort of the poor area for people that work for the military, because it's near the military base. Not really different than any other portion of the country, including the US, where you support the military, but you're not on the military base per se. But this technically kind of is, actually. It's within the front entrance of the military base, but you're not going to see any restricted areas here or guys with guns. It's sort of outside the wall. You can see there's a barbed wire wall there. I don't know if you can see the barbed wire real well, but there's barbed wire on the top of that. All right, hey you guys, this is the end of this portion of the map called Gita, Nagar. So I could walk the distance. I think I'm gonna walk, but first I'm gonna show you the view from here. It's pretty amazing. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the game. Coming back. All right, so you can see, even though there's a cyclone, the water is actually very calm here. Can't see the city too well because it's kind of far away as a wide-angle lens. But so what's up?
Are you shooting this?
Yes, I'm shooting this. Yeah, it's not very good. You can see on the camera. You guys want to be in the video?
During the daytime you will come now, so you can see.
See better?
Yeah.
Nah, probably not. Probably my last time here. So,
Okay.
but yeah, what are you guys playing? Cricket?
Yes.
Okay, the kids are all playing cricket here at the end.
Where are you from?
The U.S.
US.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your English is quite good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Do you guys all work for the military here, or?
No.
No?
We'll just live here.
Ah, okay. But do your parents work for the military or not really?
No.
No? Okay. So this is separate from the military?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, cool. Interesting.
This wall is different.
Yeah, okay, this is not military.
After that, full military wall.
Okay. What is this, like private building?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, cool. All right, well I'm gonna walk down to the end. Are there waves on the other side?
Yeah.
Big waves?
No,
Yeah.
big waves, normal waves.
Normal waves. Over here?
Yeah.
You'll be wet there.
Ah, okay. I tried to get into the military side.
No.
They wouldn't let me. But if I had darker skin, I think maybe I could just. But they see my skin, they're like, no, foreigners because of military,
Yeah.
So,
Because you're outside the country and like now.
yeah, exactly. Maybe I'm spying,
दूसरे इसको मैं क्या बोला कि मैं काला करके उन्हें जा सकते थे गोरा ले जा सकता समझा
Here's the funny thing.
Yeah.
I have a drone,
Yeah.
and the Navy cannot catch my drone, so I fly my drone.
No. Jammers are allowed in this area.
Who are?
Jammers.
What is-
Jammers?
No, what is this? Jammers.
Jam the network of your drone.
Ah, they will?
Private drone.
Ah, okay, okay. They haven't yet. I did once already. Doesn't go very far. What? US, yeah.
His
Yeah.
name is Chris.
Chris?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris Gale.
Okay, Chris Gill. Nice. You guys all speak English almost, yeah? No?
I speaking only Hindi. All India is speaking Hindi.
Right.
No, we don't.
Sorry to interrupt your game. I've never been here, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna. How far is it to walk over there? Maybe
Go to this way and take a right.
50 meters or something?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go.
The waterfront is here. That's why
Ah,
I'm telling
okay.
you that don't go there.
Arabian Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a what?
Yeah. This is Arabian Sea. This
Oh,
is
I see the waves. I can see them. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. I'll let you guys get back to your game. Thank you. Thanks for the info. Hey, what's up? It was nice to talk to the kids. Now we're gonna go to the very end of the place I told you, Nagar Gita or something like that. I don't know. I've said it previously. So here we go. This way. Ah, okay.
Don't go there. It is very harmful. That time.
What? Oh no, it's okay. This is the way though, yeah?
Yeah, it is very harmful. But
You show me.
okay, come.
Can you swim?
No.
No? Okay. Then I'll have to rescue you. I can swim very well.
No, it is very harmful here because there is very big rocks now. So see, it is coming till here.
Ah, okay. So let's go slow, go slow. Oh. Woo. Okay, wow. Holy cow.
And there, no.
Yeah.
It's come very dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see that. They're washing up on the... Yep. And this is actually, so for the weather,
It can also don't because it is the means something religious time, no?
yeah.
That's why. It's the wake and drone also.
I don't think I should have brought a brighter light. Yeah, I wish you guys could see this, but you can't because it's too dark and I didn't bring my flashlight. So do you know how waves work?
Yeah.
So the big waves are over here.
No, over there.
No, actually they're over on the other side, but they're too far for you to see from here.
Yeah.
You can't see. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, not so much, not for me, but for them, yes.
No, we have to small children. We have to so many highlight.
No, I know, I understand.
We have to so many people.
Get swept out, yeah.
Police man.
Yeah, I understand. I can swim though, even if it sweeps me out. It would be, the rocks are a problem though.
Yeah. Also, they have so many problems.
Yeah. There's one guy over there, yeah?
No, we have to so many highlights.
Problems, yeah. I
How
know.
is this?
There's one person that waits.
Yeah.
Is it? He's out there. And these waves are not bad actually. When it gets bad, I bet this is.
Now we have to highlight so many.
Yeah.
The outside your the water, the roads.
Very harmful. Don't go there.
Oh, I'm not. I've spent most of my life in the water, more life in the water than on land, so I understand.
Okay, no problem.
I'm not a typical dumb American.
When you're going your rigs, you have to policeman's complaint.
That's okay. They won't complain. I'll bet when the waves get bigger though,
The big.
then they come all the way in here. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So it was fun. I hope I didn't put at risk any kids. I don't think I did. I think it's actually, those waves are not too bad right now. If the cyclone was closer and it wasn't moving away and the pressure was getting lower, it would have been a problem because then it's even more unpredictable. But right now it's fairly predictable, the waves. So not too bad. Pretty safe right now. But if that cyclone had hit, I can't imagine. I'll bet if the cyclone had hit, you guys can see this corridor that I went through, it would flow all the way probably over to here. So we're talking about 200 feet, maybe 100 meter just maximum. There's probably pretty good drainage down this area, so it would, and there's a retaining wall here. So the waves if the cyclone hit here directly and went through the eye of the storm with the storm surge, this whole area would have to be evacuated probably, because you'd have waves coming from all directions, including the side over here. So pretty interesting place to live. Don't be here if you go through the eye of a cyclone. Okay, say it again. Say bye. Bye. All right, take care, guys. See ya. See ya. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers. This bus getting past is like incredible. Watch. They'll probably touch. No. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the clearance. That was like an inch worth of clearance. Incredible. The drivers here in Mumbai are the best that I've seen in the world so far. Better than Egypt or Vietnam. Although they're both very good drivers in both of those places, the clearance levels that the Indians push the vehicles to is more than I've seen anywhere else in the world so far. So, okay, we're finally out of the traffic jam. The bus is ahead, the roads have widened. I think maybe I go back to the hotel instead of Marine Drive, because you guys won't be able to see anything if I go to Marine Drive, so I think we're done for the day. Alright guys, just stopping for a little bit of coconut, because coconut is really good and it's 60 rupees. Some places are 50, most are 60, which is about 75 cents or something. So they also have sugarcane here, which is really good. There's a whole row of food places here. So lots of good street food, love it. And if you guys have ever tried this, don't try this at home. Very, very difficult to do. It takes a long time to learn, but it is absolutely fresh coconut. You can't go wrong with this. Best water ever. You could probably get by in any of these humid climates. But just drinking coconut. That's what I did when I was in Cambodia. Holy cow, it's just so humid. I drank like 10 coconuts in a day, or 12 or something like that. So humid. All right, so done with the coconuts for tonight. Got one for the taxi driver. I think he's happy. And we're gonna go to a little kids carnival. It's kind of cool. We have these in the States obviously too. But yeah, it's pretty cool. They've got all these Hot Wheels, or not Hot Wheels, what is it? Power Wheels from back in the day. It reminds me, I guess we still have them, but these are really cool colored ones. They even have pony rides. That's so awesome. Pretty good. How are you? Good. Hey. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Now you're on video for the world to see.
My is Aryan.
Ah, okay. It's a very pretty.
Very nice Aryan.
Very good condition. Yeah. Can I pet him or her? Or?
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Very calm. U.S.
US. Oh wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice US.
So this is like a carnival. How often does this happen?
Yeah.
How often? Like every day?
Yes, every day is 7 o'clock to 12 o'clock.
Okay.
Every day.
Every day?
Every
All
day.
year?
Yes, all year.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, so it's permanent.
Yes, permanent.
Oh, okay, cool. We have car. No.
You want to ride?
I braked them. I'm too heavy. I just break it.
Yeah,
I think.
you are
Yeah.
right.
Or I go flying into the building next door. Yeah, probably. So, yeah, we have in the U.S. we have carnivals like this,
Yes.
but they move.
Yes.
They don't stay in one place. They move all over. So yeah, they pack everything up and move over. So, cool. All right. Well, good talking with you guys.
Okay,
Thank
nice
you.
to meet you, sir.
Beautiful horses.
One photo.
What? No, a photo? No, I don't. I'm recording all the time, so this is the photo.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right, thank you. All right, we're coming up on Marine Drive. It's starting to rain. Let's go all the way left. The reality is there's nothing to see here because it's dark. I can see it, but the camera's not going to pick it up. But these waves are like not dangerous at all. Hey guys, we're here at a place called Pizza by the Bay. AC for sure. They do have an outdoor section that's not AC, but I need the AC. Just wanted a fun adventure and I ate some pizza. This is sort of US price place, so pizzas are like 10 bucks, 12 bucks, whatever. Still a little cheaper than most places for sit-down restaurants, but they have AC. And there's the menu. That's the best part is the AC. Thank you, God.